obviously, we've just had a very important election in the United States, and the exercise of democracy across this great country at the level of the president, at the level of the Congress, the Senate, and indeed at other levels where things which were on the ballot. We now have a clear result, and we know that as you say, Donald Trump will be the next 45th president of the United States, taking office on the 20th of January. He's been congratulated by President Tusk and President Juncker and other European leaders. We believe that relations between the European Union and the United States are very strong. There are ties which bind us together, values, but also common interests in the global security situation, economically. And we believe we will continue to take forward that relationship with the new administration. Well, it's a new administration, so we have to see not only President Trump, but the people he appoints to the key positions in his cabinet and the policies which this new administration will follow, also in agreement with the Congress, which has a very important role to play in the United States decision-making. And as the Vice President, High Representative Federica Mogherini has said, we will wait with interest to see what the policies and the proposals of the new administration are, and I'm confident that we will, of course, work closely with them as we have worked closely with this administration on many issues of common interest. Well, we know that trade has been a difficult issue in the US election. We know that it's also quite difficult domestically in Europe. The trade negotiations for a transatlantic trade and investment partnership have not yet concluded. We're still negotiating. It doesn't look likely that it will be possible to conclude it this year, so we hope that those negotiations can continue into the future, and when the moment is ripe, that we can reach an agreement also with this new administration. But that's a little time away from now. Mm-hmm. Well, I think the transatlantic relationship is central to all our member states. In different ways, each of our 28 member states has strong connections with the United States, ties of family, ties of immigration, ties of common values and shared historical experience. So this is certainly true, of course, for those member states from Central and Eastern Europe as well. And those values and those ties, the importance of the transatlantic relationship will endure and are a permanent feature of our relationship. Of course, with every change of administration, there are nuances, there are changes which come about. We will face different situations, different policies, but as the High Representative has said, these relations are very strong, and we're confident that we will go forward with this new administration as we have with previous administrations. Look, it's a big change in the United States. We've had a Democratic president for the last 8 years. We now have a Republican president. The Republicans have also held the Senate and, of course, continue with their majority in the House. So yes, it's a different political environment in Washington, but this is the way democracy works, and we've had these changes before in Washington, and the solidity of the transatlantic relationship has always endured through these changes, as when we have changes in Europe. So we're very confident that that will continue to be the case.